All right, guys, we are streaming in portrait. I wanted to stream in landscape, but when I adjusted it, it wouldn't move. I'm not used to this phone. But anyways, I wanted to talk to you about a new study by the Lancet Psychiatry Journal. And they have found that daily marijuana use has been linked to psychosis. I voted for reefer. I'm here in Colorado. I think all drugs should be legalized, but we have to be honest about them, right? Because Jerry, my father, has been a daily marijuana smoker for about 40 years, for about 50 years, and it's affecting him. His hatred for Trump, as Jimmy Dore says, Trump affects people's lizard brain. I don't know what it is. It's the cerebral cortex, or just this. He gets angry. He doesn't even, because it's a stylistic thing. It's not about the policies. If you even go to the Jimmy Dore show and look at a recent video in which there was an interview with Jeb Bush. Jeb Bush is like, yeah, I'm pretty happy with the policies, but I don't like. Why can't we just be civil? We don't need, why do we need to be? No, that's the only thing I like about Trump, is he's not civil. So. And my dad also threatened to vote for Amy Klobuchar. He's like, maybe I'll vote for that lady from. So he obviously has some conservative tendencies. So it shows the hatred for Trump is absolutely irrational. I don't like Trump, but it's because of the policies. So. So, and back to marijuana, people think marijuana is like this perfect, herb or this perfect plant. The avocado isn't even perfect. I like avocados. They're extremely healthy. I can't feed it to my dog, Charlie. It's toxic for dogs. So, there's always positive. Is marijuana going to make you calmer? I think so. It'll make most people calmer. Even when I was paranoid in the moment of smoking marijuana, the next day I always felt calmer. So I think, there's a lot of positive to marijuana, but it's not perfect. And people that use it like that every day, yeah, they start to believe in crazy conspiracies, theories. They do lose touch with reality. Okay. So, not Josh Johnson, actually. Josh Johnson seems I was trying to think of somebody else that I know that smokes marijuana a lot. He seems actually very put together, more so than me even. So, I wanted to talk to you about the NCAA tournament tonight. I did well yesterday. I had Belmont, and I had Fairleigh Dickinson. So I turned 20 into 50, and I've had a horrible season, a horrible year, horrible on football, horrible on basketball. But Joe Lunardi, we're at the end of the season. Joe Lunardi, the bracketologist, ESPN, I've been watching his little clips. He's actually helped me a little. I really was leaning toward St. John's because Chris Mullen just lost his brother, and oftentimes that's a motivator when you have a death close to you like that. But it wasn't a player. It wasn't Mullen himself. It's kind of indirect, and it didn't help them in the Big East tournament. They got killed in the Big East tournament. And I do like Chris Mullen. I kind of root for Chris Mullen. But here's the situation. They had Cal, a common opponent with Arizona State. They had Cal early in the season at Barclays Center in New York. Not a home game, but close. They only won by 3. And Arizona State played at Cal, and I think they beat them by let me check my notes here. And Pons had an amazing game, by the way. That's St. John's good player. Star player. 80-66 at Cal. The stronger team is, you never know when it happens in these games, but the stronger team is Arizona State. So I'm going to take Arizona State, and I'm going to take North Dakota State. They're 5-point favorites, but I'm just going to do money line. It's the tournament. A lot of close games. I'm just going to do money line. And again, thank you very much, everybody, for subscribing, for following, and have a great one. I appreciate you. I love you all. You know that, right?